right? So this right here, if we can get this one in, this is gonna be our lunch. We're gonna go cook it up back at the shelter. I'm actually stoked to sleep in this tonight. And take a look at that right there. Oh, this is my biggest fear, without a doubt. 3 days in the wild by myself. Take a look at that little fella right there. We got something here in the most awesome little pool as well. There are so many shrimp in this pool right here, so I'm keen to see if I can get dinner. Couple more for the pile. And there we go. Let's go up here and eat it. And would you take a look at this, everyone? Look at this awesome pool behind us right here. So this right here is where the adventure begins. I've just started walking up this creek system at the moment, and I'm gonna be staying up here for the next 72 hours. 3 days in the wild by myself out here in the beautiful rainforest of Australia, doing a solo survival mission, catching my own food, building my own shelter, sleeping out here in the rainforest overnight. I want to catch a couple different things that I can cook up, eat some bush tucker out here, explore this whole area, see if I can find any animals, and the main goal of this adventure is pretty much just to have fun. I love doing this kind of stuff. So this is going to be a 3-part series. This is part 1 right here. Stay tuned for the next 2. So what I'm going to go looking for right now is a place that I can sleep for tonight. Nothing too crazy, but I just want to be able to be comfortable, have a good sleep, wake up tomorrow, and that's when I'm going to build a big shelter. Let's start getting into it and see what we can find. Alright, so before we walk any further up the creek, I just want to show you this massive cliff up here. Literally looks over the whole valley and a massive waterfall just down that way here. I'll show you something cool. Put my rod down for a second. If we get up here, so I'm going to be careful, but if I walk out in this tree, take a look at that. 300 feet up in the air, hanging off this cliff at the moment. That is absolutely crazy. I'm not going to push my luck. It's so beautiful coming up here though, literally hanging off this cliff right here, seeing that massive waterfall. What I'm going to do now, keep exploring and get the drone up in the air. That is so cool. We'll see if we can find a place with the drone that I can actually camp tonight. So I just got the drone back in at the moment, and what I noticed is just below me, under this cliff, where the waterfall actually starts, there's a bit of a flat area and the cave kind of goes over the top of it. So that might be a good place where I can set up camp tonight. So what I'm gonna do, grab my stuff, start hiking down there, around, get on that platform and see if it's possible to not only set up a camp there, but to make a fire and stuff as well. That's the plan anyway, let's get into it. So we need to get down to the bottom there, and it's about a 2-meter drop. I do not want to get my shoes wet. What I'm gonna do, climb up there, tie it to that, throw it down here so I can hitch myself down there. There we go. All right, shoes are soaked.
Nice.
Let's continue our mission down to our campsite for tonight. Yes, look at that right there. I think that's gonna be my camp for tonight. Oh. Yes, what a place to camp tonight this is. Literally, look at this place. So crazy, gotta be careful I don't fall off. Now the good thing about camping in a place like this is I could barely get down to it. People have been attacked by wild dogs and stuff out here, so it's gonna be good, it's gonna be secure. I doubt there'll be any snakes down here either, so I think we'll be pretty safe. Safe from the elements if it ends up raining. So since we found where we're going to camp tonight, I thought I'd run you through a bit of the gear that I bought on this mission with me for the next 3 days. First thing is my camera gear. I've got a drone, GoPro, this camera that's filming right now, and enough batteries to last me a week. Got the Bear Grylls knife right here. Cheers to Miles for letting me use this. This is going to be really good for trimming up some bedding for behind me right here and filleting up a fish later on. The good thing about it is it also has a flint on it, so we'll be using that later to get a fire going. And the last thing that I actually bought on this mission was a little water bottle that I can boil some water in. All right, I say what we do now, go get my fishing rod and try to catch something that we can cook up. All right, let's get out of here. So I've been walking up the creek for a while now, and what I'm gonna do is attempt to catch some bait. Now, this creek system behind me right here is probably one of the most well-populated locations for freshwater shrimp. Now, what I'm thinking, I'm gonna grab one of them, go down to one of the bigger pools and see what we can catch. And depending on what we catch, I might even make a bigger shrimp trap and try to cook up like 50 of them tonight. We'll see how many we can get. That'll be pretty cool. There we go. Yes. Take a look at that little fella right there. All right, that's gonna be my bait. I say we get the fishing rod, go down to one of these pools and try to catch myself some dinner. That pool looks pretty nice down there. There's gotta be something big in that. It has to be. There's the bait right there. Let's hope it gets something big. Thread it on and chuck it out. Hopefully that gets a big fish. Listen off the drag, just chuck it down here. And it wasn't long until I caught nothing. So I moved to a different pool and tried again. Spot number 2, we'll give it a go, see if we can get one. But this time, after casting back out, it wasn't long until I'd caught nothing again. So I waited a bit longer and finally caught something. There we go. Yep. Oh. What are we on to? We got something here. Yes. What is that? I've got no clue what this is right now. Could it be a big eel? In the most awesome little pool as well. What are you, buddy? Oh. Wow. This is so cool. We're about to see it. I don't know what it is. Get up here, mate. It's not fighting like an eel. Alright, I think we've hooked an eel. Yep. Oh, look at that. Big eel in the most awesome little pool right here. Wow. Oh, that is a big meal right there. That would last me this whole survival video. I'm just deciding whether I want to take an eel from this beautiful pool right here. He's really stuck down there. There we go. We got him back up. And would you take a look at that right there? We got one, baby. Another eel out of this beautiful creek system right here. Now I'm thinking, do I want to actually eat another one of these guys for a survival video? I'm thinking no. I was hoping for something a bit different that we could cook up. If I was in an actual survival situation, this guy would be dinner, but we still do need to catch something later. So I think what I'm gonna do is make a primitive trap and try to catch some little shrimp that we can cook up. But we're gonna get this guy back in the water down there. But what an awesome little creature. Look at his head. That is so cool. All right, let's get him back down to that pool and keep on going. That's an awesome start to the video. See you later, buddy. Off he goes. Oh, that is so good. Let's try catch some shrimp. Grab the backpack, grab my fishing rod, and let's head back up there and find a place that's nice and shallow to make this shrimp trap. Hiking through the bush at the moment. The creek that we've been at all day is just over to the left here. And I'm looking for a good place that I can build a trap. That looks all right there. But we'll go for a bit more of a walk up here and see if we can find somewhere even better. This rain has stirred up the creek a bit, which will get those shrimp out looking for food that has been washed down the creek. This little shallow place in the creek right here might be all right, actually. I reckon we start moving some of these rocks around. We might even find some shrimp while we're building the trap itself. But yeah, let's get into it. So the idea for this trap that I just built is I made a circle out of rocks, filled in all the gaps with mud and sand and everything so nothing can actually get out, and there's one entrance. I've chucked bait at the end of it, so these shrimp are gonna smell it, and once they're in there, I'm gonna put a rock over the front, grab them out, and we'll see how many we can get. There are so many shrimp in this pool right here, so I'm keen to see if I can get dinner. There we go. Yep, there's like 4 or 5 shrimp in here already. There's one, that's a big one. And there's one up in there. Got him. All right, so that's pretty much what we're catching right here. Nice sized shrimp. There's about 6 or 7 more in there already. And what I'm gonna do is just leave it for about 15 minutes with that rock off, wait for more to come in, and keep doing that until I've got a heap. Let's find somewhere where we can put these guys. Look at that. All right, that's gonna be my dinner. There we go, 2 more. There's one, couple more for the pile. How many is that? We're starting to get a few now. I can see some in there at the moment chewing on that bait. So I'll sneak around again. Oh, I think one just got out. Put that there. Now let's grab them. There we go, another one. Pretty sure there was one more in there as well. There we go. That is one successful trap mission, hey. He's probably a bit small. Let him go. Look at that. Wow, that is awesome. And after about 2.5 hours, take a look at what we got down there. That is so good, and that is gonna be my dinner tonight. So what I'm gonna do now is I've got really nothing planned for the rest of the day. I need to cook up these shrimp, and then that's it. I say we collect some materials, go make a fire, cook up these shrimp, and get back down to my camp, settle in for the night. As if I just dunked my foot in again. We made it, baby. Let's get a fire going and cook up these shrimp. So it took a while, but we got the fire going right here. Just got it cooking up, and once it starts dying down, I'm gonna chuck those shrimp in my water bottle, cook them over the fire, and eat them for dinner. Day 1 of my 3-day solo survival adventure. And we're living like kings, sleeping in this cave tonight. So we've got the shrimp inside of it, got the fire going down here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sit it just over on the side of the fire, start cooking these shrimp, and yeah, get them ready for tonight. True. Cash. Literally, just over this way is this massive waterfall. And would you take a look at this? That is amazing. And take a look at that. Literally, look at where I am right now. This place is crazy. Sleeping in that cave right there. This is so cool. Wow. What a beautiful place. What an awesome adventure so far. It's only day one. We've still got 2 days left. So if you want to stay tuned for those videos or video, let us know in the comment section below when I should post it. I'm thinking next week. Feel like a little kid again, just running around these creek systems. Camping in a cave, that is awesome. Alrighty. All right, there we go. We'll chuck that there, let it cool down, and keep this fire going. True. Oh, look at them. I forgot how many I had. Don't think there'll be any more drinking out of that, that's for sure. All right, and there we go. Fire's still going. Let's go up here and eat it. Chuck these guys down there. Day one of the survival challenge so far, and it's a success. We've got food, we've got water, we've got shelter. We're away from the elements. There's gonna be no animals that can get me tonight, and pretty much we're just having a bit of fun. So what I'm gonna do now, eat some of these prawns and see how they taste. Look at that, literally like an actual prawn. Tastes the exact same as a normal prawn, just a bit less sweet. But that's really good for fresh water. Peel off that shell. It's good. That one's dabbing. Let's go, baby. Sitting around the fire at the moment, drying my shoes and stuff out. Now it's about 7:30 at the moment and I'm absolutely knackered. I think I'm gonna have an early night's sleep, get up early tomorrow again, watch the sunrise and get the day going. I've got some really cool things planned for tomorrow's video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. First off, I'm gonna go hunting for some animals, see if we can find any snakes or anything around this area. Then I'm gonna build a shelter, catch my own food, and sleep in the shelter overnight. See what happens throughout the day, see what I can find. But yeah, just looking back on everything that's happened today, it's been really cool. So what I'm gonna do, chuck that up there. Not too bad, honestly. Not complaining at all. It's winter here in Australia, so I'll have to chuck my jumper on soon. But yeah, I got a bit more firewood, and I think we're pretty set for tonight. Alright, and that's it for another video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are all absolute legends. And stay tuned for part 2 next week. It should be pretty good. Can't get much better than this though. I'm gonna chill at the fire for a bit longer and then go to sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow.